Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to Post Cologne. Today we're taking a look at Lattafa's Musamam. Alright, so Musamam is hard to say, and it's from the House of Lattafa, and you can pick this bad boy up for $37 at places like Perfumes Online. I'll have a link down in the description if you decide you want to check this one out. I also have a coupon code, save yourself $5 off your first purchase at Perfumes Online if you decide you want to shop with them. Presentation on this is pretty cool. I do like this. Some people might think this is a little cheesy, a little tacky maybe, but it has this kind of cool snakeskin style of covering to it, really cool texture and coloring to it. It does have the Lattafa logo and the name of the fragrance up top, all the necessaries on the bottom, and it does open up like so to give you the presentation of this pretty sick looking bottle on the inside. So overall, the box presentation on this, pretty nice. I'm not going to throw this across the room because I do like it and I don't want to break it. Bottle on this, I'm a bit of a child when it comes to things like this, and if you have a snake on a fragrance bottle like this, I'm pretty much guaranteed to buy it. Even if I don't like the fragrance on the inside, I'm going to be very, very tempted. But look at the presentation on this cool kind of coiled snake. It has these kind of gemstone eyes. They're inlaid in that snake there. On the top, you got a bit of a snake skin pattern as well. Plastic cap to this, a little bit cheap, but the snake is a metal and it does have a little bit of weight to it. So overall, cap is pretty nice, and that snake, absolutely amazing in my opinion. Atomizer on this is fairly average, gets a decent distribution, decent sort of spray length onto it. So presentation on this, for people like me who enjoy silly things, this is awesome. Really enjoy Lattafa. So if you were wondering what Lattafa Musamam smells like, you have come to the right place because I'm about to tell you. But first, a fun fact, doing some research, trying to figure out what exactly this translates to, I came across that Musamam translates to unflinching, but I also came across that it means poisonous or intoxicated, which would kind of match up to the bottle. So I'm a little confused, and that's the fun fact. I don't really know what this means. So comment down below if you do know what this translates to in English, because I've come across a few different things. I'm gonna stick with unflinching just because that's what my research indicated, but let me know down in the comments below. I like to know what this kind of stuff means. Some of the notes listed in this are Italian mandarin, lavender, saffron, Egyptian geranium, Virginia cedarwood, amberwood, Somalia incense, akigala wood, and cistus concentrate. There are a lot of notes in this, and that was really hard to remember. Let me tell you what I get from this fragrance. In the opening, you get this really nice mandarin. It's got this sweetness to it. It's got a little bit of tartness to it, but it has this like depth to it, this little bit of darkness to it, a little bit of kind of earthiness to it. Oh, it's a very, very nice opening. I really enjoy how this opens up. It mixes a little bit with the woods that are in here, so you do get some woods right off the jump, a little bit of spiciness. There are some aromatic accords that are in here. It's lavender and geranium, I believe, are what's causing this, but they don't stand out as a distinct lavender or a distinct geranium to my nose, but it does add this kind of aromatic nature to it, mixed with that deep sort of mandarin style of orange, with some of those woods and some of this nice incense that starts to come up. As this develops, you get a lot more of those woods starting to come through, a lot more of that incense to come through, and that saffron starts to develop into kind of a sweet, leathery style of saffron. Really, really nice. The woods in here come across very dry. You get a little bit of amberiness from them, and this incense is a very soft, smoky style of incense, and it's really quite nice. It's very masculine, has this kind of mysterious edge to it, and it just all works together very, very well. In the dry down, you are left with more of kind of a dry wood, leathery style of fragrance, but it still has that mandarin there that kind of rides through the duration of this fragrance, and it just adds just like a nice sweetness to it, a nice kind of character to it, that just makes this a very, very nice scent profile. Smoky woods, amber, leather, a little bit of sweetness to it, and a touch of aromatics. Awesome scent profile, very unique, very mysterious, yet very pleasant, very bold, yet very comforting. Awesome scent profile on this. I think Lattafa knocked it out of the park when it comes to this, so very well done. Now, when it comes to the performance of Lattafa's Musamam, little let down, to be quite honest. This is average, maybe a little bit below average in terms of longevity and projection. I get about 5, maybe 6 hours of longevity off of this. If I really go heavy on the sprays, I can get to that 6-hour mark, but this does kind of dissipate fairly quick. The first hour and a half, this will project out moderately. This doesn't blast off my skin necessarily, but I am a little let down that the performance on this doesn't stick around very long. Even when you overspray, it kind of fades away a little bit quick. It gets really close to the skin, becomes a skin scent, you know, about that 5-hour mark. So you're gonna have to reapply this one. That's the one unfortunate thing, because the scent profile on this is so amazing. I just wish it had a little bit more performance. So overall, a little disappointed with the performance. So when it comes to the where and when you should be using Lattafa Musamam. I think this is a great fall, winter, spring style of fragrance. It has those dry, deep woods, that leather vibe, that little bit of sweetness to it that I think this does really, really well in the kind of the cooler, more milder temperatures. I think you could probably get away with wearing this in the summer, but more of a kind of a summer evening. I think in the high heat, this might be a little bit too much. I think just those spices, those woods, that kind of ambery, smoky style of vibe would just be too much in the high heat. So I would stick to kind of cooler evenings if you're gonna wear this in the summer. More milder temperatures throughout the fall, winter, spring sort of months. That's where I think this would do best. In terms of occasions, I think you can wear this casually. I think you can wear this on date night. It has that kind of mysterious, sexy style of vibe to it. And I think you can wear this formally because this does have a kind of a more mature scent profile to it. Something that you could fancy up, go to your fancy events, whether that's like an opera or a nice fancy dinner or whatever. I think this has that kind of mature edge to it, that sophistication that you could get away with wearing this formally. So it is fairly versatile in terms of occasions, but in terms of seasons, like I said, more of a cool weather sort of fragrance, but overall it's pretty versatile. So my overall thoughts on Lattafa Musamam, aside from how hard it is to pronounce, is I really enjoy the scent profile on this. I love that mandarin opening. I love the dry woods. I love that kind of soft, sort of sweet style of leather, the amberiness that comes through, that nice soft incensey smoke that's added to the woods and all those other accords. I think this is just a very rich, unique, deep style of fragrance. I think it has just enough bold masculinity to it that this is just an awesome scent profile. I am let down about the performance. You will have to reapply this one throughout the day if you're gonna wear this for an extended period of time. That's one letdown of this fragrance. I am upset. I'm not upset, I don't get mad about this kind of stuff, but I am let down a little bit, especially for a Lattafa. Lattafa usually does very well when it comes to performance, but unfortunately this one fell a little bit short for me, just a little bit below average at that 5-hour mark for longevity. So it is what it is. They can't all be beasts, they can't all be huge performers, but like I said, little let down about that. Versatility on this though, I think is really good in terms of occasions and in terms of seasons. You can pretty much get away with this all year round. I have not worn this in the summer. Maybe I will because I'm a glutton for punishment and we'll see what happens. But overall, I think this is a very unique and versatile style of fragrance. For $37, I'm not sure if this is going to be for everybody, to be quite honest. I'm happy to have this in my collection because, like I said, I'm a bit of a child and I really like the bottle. I really do enjoy the scent profile on this. So for me personally, that $37 was not a waste, but I think for some of you out there, $37, that is an okay amount of money out there. Because of the performance on this, I'm not sure if it's gonna be the best bang for your buck. So buyer beware, I'm going to say that right now. Scent profile on this is awesome. Obviously the bottle design is really awesome, but the performance does lack. So make your own mind up about this. $37, it's your choice, but the scent profile, like I said, really, really awesome. That's Lattafa's Musamam. And I want to hear from you guys. What's one of your favorite Lattafa fragrances that I have not covered yet? Comment down below. Love hearing your recommendations. Love hearing your different taste profiles. Want to do a review for you guys. Appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.